rigged up.
Come on, man. I feel like it's all business. Hey, y'all, come on, buy these glasses. that you can't even see out of it regular.
So check this out. So if it's rigged up, cool, no problem. They worry off of the situation. We all
right now?
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad. I ain't turning around.
Line up, check. Yeah, check. We should be good. Yeah. Everybody good.
Can you hear me?
Y'all talk to me.
Hello?
Test 1, 2, test.
Hello? Put your mic a little bit closer to you though, Courtney. I can't hear you. Is it right here? Try it again. Let me hear you. Check. Check, Larry.
Hello?
Yep. Y'all good. Everybody good. So yeah, we live, man. Hey, welcome to our magazine. Yeah, we came a little bit different. We talk about the solar eclipse. We definitely gonna give some support to Mr. Larry, our Black Adam Shepard, aka Mr. Conspiracy Theorist. You know, you don't believe in, you know. But my question was this. Of course they're gonna make money off the but what about the nature, the natural, you know, phenomena of the eclipse? You know what I'm saying? Like that's not.
I don't want to take the aura away from what it was. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just like, who's to say they can't say, oh, next year it's another full eclipse coming. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, what happened? So in your lifetime, both of y'all are. I don't know exactly how old you are, but I think both of y'all are a little bit older than me.
Yeah, he got about 3 months.
Okay, so I'm gonna be 40 this year, and I think that's the second solar eclipse I've heard of in my lifetime.
Okay. The first one was last year.
That was the first one.
That's the first I heard of.
It's been a while ago. But no, that was the first full.
Okay.
So
it wasn't like this though.
No, I believe you. Obviously, I've seen pictures on the internet of people with the videos and all that. It was
I got pictures.
Yeah, so
I'll show you.
Oh, I believe you. You ain't gotta show me. You know what I mean? It just don't amaze me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with it. I know it's a big deal because I was downtown Dallas.
Right.
I'm talking about it was over 3,000 people at Clyde Warren Park. Yeah. So it was out there.
Yeah.
People came from out of town to come to Dallas.
Yes. Canada. So I think that for me, I'm just talking about things I was thinking about. I'm thinking about like our ancestors, you know, not just like black human ancestors.
They wasn't able to.
They did.
Yeah. Oh, they did.
They did.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And we have technology now. Not to say we're smarter than them, but obviously we're more advanced than them now, right?
Sure.
So when they saw it back then,
they know what it was.
What's going on? You imagine how many people like, dang, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But for me, bro, it was like a high energy thing, and just to look up, and I have just a big respect for nature, you know, and creation. And for people who think that like conspiracy stuff, and I do believe in conspiracy. I don't think everything's a conspiracy, but like when people be like flat earthers and global people and all that, do you really think somebody's out there controlling like a little button or something to make the sun and the moon? No, bro, like this is awesome.
Well, that's the thing. No, I do believe in nature. That's real life nature. You know what I mean? I just don't know what's really true and what's really not. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
That's all I'm saying. It's like, because I'm gonna give you an example. Like the eclipse, I have no reason to think that it's fake, right? I have no reason. I feel like with eclipse, with nature, I feel like that's real. I feel like we just found a way to make money off of it, like we do a lot of things, right? So, but stuff like hurricanes, I do feel like,
oh man,
so that's what. So you see where I'm at with it.
No, definitely.
So again,
yes, I do believe that.
Not all weather.
Not all.
Okay.
Not all weather, but I feel like we are so, but you are advanced now. We know how to do everything.
We didn't close the weather.
We know how to create rain and storm clouds.
Yes.
We know how to make snow clouds.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Look at the old news. Look at years ago on news stations. They was doing 2 or 3 days out. We're doing 10 days out.
Yeah. Not always accurate.
Not always accurate, but what I mean is, okay, you from the north.
Right.
I'm from east, south, whatever you call it, right? Winter was winter, summer was summer, fall was fall, spring was spring.
Yeah.
Now you don't know what season it is. I'm talking about you got my homeboy in Milwaukee. It snowed 2 days ago.
No doubt.
And then now it's 70 degrees outside.
Well, being from Michigan, I can say it. Like you said, my age, 48 years old, growing up in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Like 70s, 80s. I do remember having 4 seasons. I do remember having, a spring, autumn.
Yeah.
Spring was like a month.
Sure, yeah.
Summer was, 3 months. That's Michigan weather.
Yeah.
Now, in snow around October, after Halloween, it's pretty back.
That's what I'm saying.
It was no doubt about it. October was it. You out with, So now, even up there in Michigan, they're like, man, it's warm. This time of year wasn't warm.
No, it wasn't.
Winter was really from December to February, March.
Like I lived in El Paso, and I lived in El Paso from like 02 to 08, 09.
Mhm.
When I tell you we had an ice storm in February, when the Packers won the Super Bowl. Like I'm talking about, and I feel like little stuff that they've been doing is tests.
Yeah.
Testing the theories and
Okay, hold on. If we talk about this, we'll go.
Oh yeah.
I do have some sports.
Yeah, let's get the sports.
First of all, shout out to Lunchtime Hoopers. All right, they like my other podcast, sports news. We talk, kick it a little bit. Shout out to Sports Talk Texas, Dog Magazine, our boy. Of course, the Philadelphia Eagle fan base. Represent. He over here representing for them, Mr. Courtney over there. What I'm saying?
Always feel it's a Philly thing.
Got my Carolina Panther guru, Larry.
AKA Black Adam Seven. Adam Shepard.
AKA Skip Say Less. Nah, I'm just saying.
His new pseudonym is Big Purple.
Big Purple.
Man, that's funny.
All my Detroit Lions fans, Mavz fans, already know how it goes. Hey, OJ Simpson died.
R.I.P.
Yeah, sorry.
R.I.P.
Hey, hold on. I got something to say.
Let's go.
This will make me turn off sports.
Mhm.
Now, we know what happened between him and Anna Nicole and all this. We know what all that, right? The man did his time, did his society, right?
Yep.
And went to jail on getting his stuff back, right? Why did they go into the archives of his history and rebroadcast all the things that happened in his lifetime? Let's start out with the sports stuff, the great stuff, of course.
Right.
But then they tainted everything with the police chase, murder.
Of course.
I'm like,
So what we were talking about earlier, Courtney, about Caitlin Clark and South Carolina, who gets more media coverage right now?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with OJ. OJ obviously killed his wife, who was Anglo, right? And they have been mad about that for his whole life. You know what I'm saying? And anytime, not even OJ, anytime a black man, something happens to him, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality, guess what? We're gonna pull up all the dirt on this dude, even though they was wrong for doing it, we're gonna pull up all the dirt. He wasn't really good guy. Whatever. That's how they do it. So that's my answer to that question. My opinionated answer to that.
Also, I'm boycotting sports Center for a week.
Okay.
2 weeks.
I don't blame you.
I want to do it.
I don't hardly watch it.
But the thing is, another point of it, why they're airing all that, and they was the first to run it,
Mhm.
their numbers been down.
They gotta get something.
They gotta figure it out because their shows ain't putting out the numbers that they used to.
Yeah.
All these like local podcasters, they're gaining more traction. You know what I mean? People are not going there for the number one news.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's they'll do anything to stay afloat. You know what I mean? So
Also, that's a plot and a fraud trick.
Yeah.
Get more viewership.
for sure, like
I got you.
they got their views are down. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay. So for NBA, NBA playing about to start. Play-in to me is the weakest form of basketball. Somebody get in the playoffs that I've seen in a long time. I hate it. I think having the chance to get another chance after you just had how many games they played? 82. You had 82 chances to make the playoffs, but we're gonna give you, a couple more games. You know what I'm saying?
Get it right. It's a money grab.
Everything's money.
You know what I mean? Everything's money grab. Like just like I know what you just talking about the playoffs. I kind of wish we got rid of East.
Oh, you just want to go full.
I want to say one play 16, two play 15, three play 14. You know what I mean? Best record, best 16. Because remember how for a while the West used to be 12 teams had winning records,
right,
and the East had 6.
Yeah,
you remember that?
Yeah.
It's not like that much anymore.
It's a little more balanced.
It's a little more balanced. West still got a little more, but you know what I mean? I would like that. Instead of doing the play-in, they should have done something like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because really the play-in was for the West. Just being, it wasn't for the East.
You're right, because they wanted the teams.
Yeah, they wanted them. They got tired of them Sacramento Kings, them Utah Jazz, them, you know, them teams like that. The Denver Nuggets before they got Jokic. You know, the teams that was barely missing.
Oh, what up, Mavz? Hold on real quick. What up, Mavz? I see you over there. Shout from Ohio. About time you tapped in, boy. You dig? I hope y'all understand that. You know, I'm gonna say something about the Lakers.
Oh, you run that by me.
You gotta get this.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
I don't know what's about to be said about the Lakers. You know, I'm a Laker guy.
He is a Laker fan.
So
that's the thing. You was about to catch it straight, but now you was about to catch a headshot.
So for me, the reason why the Lakers get a lot double from me is because LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Before that, I have all respect for the Lakers because they're a rival in our division. You know, all the trophies and all that shit, but they're still the Mavs. Like they were our bully. You know what I'm saying? So you have to respect that. I don't like it right now because of LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So but I do respect them. So anyway, the position that they're in, though, they got to win 2 play-in games.
Just 2.
Right? They got to beat Golden State.
The Pelicans play Sacramento today.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, but as of right now, it's going to be they're going to have to play Golden State first. They got either Sacramento, the Pelicans, or the Suns. In order, if they lose to Golden State, that's what they got to go through to get to Denver in the first round.
And Golden State done won what 4 or 5 in a row.
Won like 4 or 5 in a row.
They beat him early in the week.
They beat him early in the week. That's a tiebreaker right now.
No. They're most of the tiebreaker. Huh?
Not no more since last night.
Oh, what happened last night? I didn't see
They
that.
played.
They played again?
They got the tiebreaker. So now they have the tiebreaker. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only saying to say they have a long road to hoe. Which y'all know how I feel about LeBron, and right now with the Lakers having a long road to hoe. I wish Vino was here because he talked about. He said that them folks are going to be in the finals.
The Lakers.
The Lakers.
I just
They still can.
You think so?
And listen.
So you think this is a year where the team at the bottom?
I ain't gonna lie. Them four. I'm gonna say this, and this is just what they call the far fetch or.
This is definitely far.
Yeah. So one of them playing teams.
What could not?
One of them playing teams is probably gonna be in the finals for the Lakers.
Okay.
Whether it's Phoenix, Golden State, or the Lakers. One of them playing teams is gonna be them teams up top. They young, they good,
but they inexperienced.
Yes, I talk about
this earlier. So
yeah.
I just don't think the Lakers are that team, but I do think that, as I said earlier, Minnesota, OKC, these are young teams. Yeah, they 1, 2, 3, whatever. They're not used to coming into having expectations now when you get into the playoffs. Not when you were the underdog, when you're 6 and the 7 to 8 seed, you go in just free will and free ball. Now you got experienced teams down there you're gonna meet, and they're coming right now. They're not intimidated by the other team. So I see your point. Yeah. But I just think with the Lakers, I don't think the Lakers will be that team.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not saying who. I just feel like I was looking at the playing people at the bottom. You got Phoenix, Sacramento, Golden State, and Lakers. Right?
Yeah.
Them jokers is like they should be
they just get in the door.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. They're just trying to get into the door.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Talk shit about the play.
The whole season resets at 0, game-wise, record-wise, in the playoffs. So any one of those experienced teams, in my opinion, are dangerous once they get in the door. They get in.
Y'all need help. Y'all need AD. AD's got to be there. I think that your role players, and this is me just talking like not being 5 sort of talking basketball. if y'all can get all your role players and get AD to come in and be healthy, then I give them top 5. You know what I mean? But if we don't have both of those guys playing, LeBron and AD,
you need both of them.
you need both.
I agree.
Definitely.
100%.
My boy Mavz said LeBron talk noise about the play in, then ended up needing it. I mean, yeah, he's definitely needed it. He definitely needed it. Yeah. Without the playing in the bubble, this Western expedition he had over the 6 years, failure. It's a failure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know how many teams in the 90s wish it was a play? 80s, you know what I'm saying? Early 2000s.
Yeah.
Phoenix Suns.
Some of the Phoenix Sun teams and Golden State teams, you know what I'm saying? The teams were like, down there, like I said, in the West at the bottom, but it was so stacked. The Seattle Supersonics used to be, like down there in that area. They would love to have a play.
That game last night, though, was for the MVP race.
Yes. You talk about
that game, and also Timberwolves and Denver.
Okay.
Anthony Edwards versus Jokic. Jokic pulled it. They pulled it out. But I feel like if Anthony Edwards would have found a way to win that game, I feel like he was going to get pushed to it.
Give me your 3 candidates for MVP.
Those 3. Tatum is in there.
He's on the outside.
But he's in there. He's number 4. But right now, no order. My top 3: Anthony Edwards, Jokic, and Luka. Shy and Tatum are 4 and 5. No order.
What are they missing?
I think Shy missed more games than them. And then I feel like Shy low market. I just don't see them giving Oklahoma City Thunder best player MVP.
Yeah.
I feel like that goes against you. You know what I mean?
Huh? Well, they gave 2 of them already.
How much of Durant?
Yeah, those are big superstars.
Yeah, Durant was a super duper star. Like Shy got the talent, but nobody they don't really look at him as a star. Like,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like, so, and also the stuff that Durant had to overcome back then. Mm-hmm. Kobe was still around. Right. LeBron was LeBron. Like Shy, they all coming up now. Luka, Shy, Anthony Edwards, Tatum. Yeah. They got to go against them vets like when Durant was around. So Dwayne Wade was still cooking. Yeah. Melo was still cooking. It was like, it was a lot of different eras. So yeah. I think that's a big part of it. And also, it's like the games missed. Like you 20-some years old missing games because you
got a big toe.
Yeah, when they just want to give you a break, you know what I mean? Or I got to go home and make it to a birthday party. But I'm going to say load management. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so we got the Clippers. Okay, so I just found out the Mavs got the Clippers for sure.
See that right there. 3 through 6. That's some hell matchups in there.
Tough, man.
You know what I'm saying? The West just in general. So that's the thing. Just look at that. So just look at the chart. If you were to do 1 through 6, just do 1 through 16.
1 through 6
as the whole league. No, just as the whole league.
Oh, okay. All right. 1 through 6.
Boston will play. Boston. Hold on, let me pull it up. I was just looking at it.
I was about to pull it up too. So what we doing, y'all? We trying to see because he's still flirting with the idea of wanting to play 1 through 16, and then just everybody just go for the championship.
Because look at it. Look, we're just talking about the West. 3 through 16, 3 through 6.
Right.
You got Luka and them in there. Yep. You got the Pelicans in there. You got the Clippers in there. What's the OKC? Like. Yeah, so that's a tough first round. Go look at the East. Look at the East first.
And it can go either way.
Yeah, the Knicks, Cavs, Magic.
Come on, the Knicks without Randall. Randall,
he's done. Show it.
Yeah, so you gotta really look at the East.
Cleveland, I mean,
I'm willing to bet Boston come out the East right now, 100%. So that's what I'm saying.
Y'all got Boston versus Denver?
No, I got Boston versus somebody that already got a championship. I got Boston versus the Lakers, Denver. You know, they already got a championship.
The Lakers are not making it.
No, I'm not saying that. So what about? So how you feel about Golden State? If you can't, I feel like if you said they got everybody got a pedigree.
Golden State is not the same championship caliber team.
Everybody that got a previous pedigree got a chance. So
that's fair.
I know we want like Zion, Luka, Shy, Anthony Edwards. It ain't there. I feel like it's gonna be Denver, LeBron. I feel like it's gonna be Jokic, LeBron, or Curry, or Durant. One of them four gonna be from the East, and then Tatum gotta go through one of them if he want to chip.
I heard nothing about the Bucks. So yeah.
Giannis kind of.
That's the Achilles heel.
Giannis.
That's it.
Yeah. When Doc went over there, I asked that anyway.
Yeah.
But
we just stuck to that too, right?
Giannis tender right now. Giannis fighting for a little bit of injury bug. You know what I mean?
And Dame ain't been Dame.
Listen,
Dame ain't been Dame.
Dame was Dame in a bigger market. I mean, a smaller market. Now you in a big market where the pressure at.
Yeah.
Can you overcome? You got a better team. You got a better. You ain't in the West no more.
Good coach.
So if y'all get first and second exit.
Okay.
What's the difference of him in Portland and him in Milwaukee?
The thing that hurt them, they could have found a way to keep Drew Holiday. But the fact that Drew Holiday went to Boston upgraded them, right? And they got what's his name?
Drew wanted to stay in the East.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. But what I'm saying is if Milwaukee would have been a lot better.
What's the name with Terry Rozier going to Miami? It's crazy.
What happened?
It wasn't for trade deadline.
Oh, he been ball?
Yeah. So they got rid of they still Lowry gone. So you remember what Lowry was for them when he first got there?
Yeah.
Now Rozier has replaced that.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
So you got Rozier, Hero, Bam, Jimmy Butler, like Duncan.
Rozier's an upgrade.
Rozier is an upgrade.
He can defend, he can score.
Yeah, he can do everything.
Mid-range. Yeah.
And now I think he coming off the bench, so that make it even better. You know that bench was kind of
So the top three in the East: Boston, Milwaukee.
You know what's crazy?
And
Miami.
Miami
Miami is they AFC right now.
Yeah.
But you know they went to the finals off of playing.
Yeah.
So
they do this.
Yeah.
They do this.
You know what I mean? Like look at the middle teams. Cleveland, no. Orlando, no. Indiana, no.
What do all those teams lack though?
Veteran leadership
and championship playoff experience.
That's what I'm saying. So, like I said, in me looking at the Miami is 8, and they a top 3 team for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I got Miami, Philly, Boston. That was my team.
Without him.
Be out right now?
I thought he was out.
He was.
He was out. I think he's coming back for the play. I thought he was. Okay. It was because to get him right for the playoffs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but when he's there, for sure.
Yeah.
I got Embiid. Yeah.
So in the East I got Boston, I got Philly, I got Miami, and I got the Bucks.
I like that.
See and this is what we're looking at. And so just in case, Chicago and Atlanta are 9 and 10, right? So we can go ahead and say arguably that Philly and Miami gonna stay at 7 and 8. Y'all agree?
Oh yeah.
So right now the play-ins is 7 Philly, 8 Miami, 9 Chicago, and 10 Atlanta. I feel like Philly and Miami gonna stay 7 and 8.
Okay.
So now guess what that puts? Miami,
what up, Big D?
Miami, Boston, first round. Philly goes to Milwaukee, first round.
Hold up. I thought it was 1 versus 10.
No,
it's just remember the play-in.
The play-in is for the
Yeah. 9 and 10 get a chance to get to that area.
Yeah. So now
that's why I'm like all that.
Yeah. So it's already at like Brooklyn, Toronto, they all out. So the top 10 is already in there.
What's
Houston? Huh?
Houston out of there when they lost to the Mavericks last week.
That's why that game was so good. They was trying to get in.
And I like the way Houston played this year. They got a good future.
They got an identity now.
But take it.
But that's the coach.
Take it and grow.
Yes.
Take it and grow.
I think they do.
That's a good ass coach.
I agree with that.
That coach
right there.
That coach should have been in Philly.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Completely different team.
Even Milwaukee. What is back to the music in Milwaukee? We gotta scoop him up.
Milwaukee already got one, didn't they?
That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
Look at the last one.
You're right.
That's it.
That's what they got.
How many small market teams? Look. You had a Spurs run, right? You had a Spurs and Lakers win multiple. Then you had sprinkle of Denver. Dallas, right?
We got them.
You get what I'm saying? And then you sprinkle.
The Pistons had a couple of on their time.
Okay, they got it.
Yeah, you sprinkle them.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
sprinkle them in there. You sprinkle Miami. You sprinkle Miami in there, like. But it's the dogs that's winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Golden State had that run. You sprinkle Cleveland in there, right? Now you might sprinkle a Boston or something. Like you might sprinkle, but
They might not like it. Even though I got Boston as number 1, I still don't think that they have what it takes to go with hump. Tatum, nope.
I like
Pressure?
I like
No. No, pressure, no.
I think that
Brown.
I'm not a huge fan of Brown because I feel like Brown is a glorified slasher. Like I don't feel like Brown is a killer.
What? He go.
He can go, but I don't feel like he just get. Who can I compare him to?
He's more consistent than Tatum. He cooked more than Tatum.
Who we talking? Who?
Brown. He cooked more than Tatum.
No, I don't think.
Jaylen Brown?
Nah.
No Mr. No left,
Yeah.
man.
I
I got Tatum, bro.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's just my opinion. I feel like Jaylen Brown is a better Gerald Wallace. No. You don't look at those Gerald Wallace. Hold on. See, that's what I'm saying. You remember, so I remember. Don't think about what I'm saying.
But how many conversations when you talk about great performances, you bring up Gerald Wallace?
No, but okay. I'm gonna give
If
you
you said Sprewell, I'd be like, all right, cool.
because I think Sprewell's better than him.
Better than who?
Brown.
Yeah, he is.
So when I'm gonna give you another example, I feel like he's on the level of Jason Richardson. Like Gerald Wallace.
I can rock that.
So you get what I'm saying?
I can rock that.
I see what you're saying.
But not Gerald Wallace.
It's no in between. It's either a 3 or a dunk. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say he's a glorified slasher. Yeah.
Is he the Michael Jordan of today?
No.
Who?
There's no Michael
Jaylen
Jordan
Brown.
right now.
I'm sorry. You know why I'm doing it. I got stuff on my mind.
We had a conversation when I walked in. It was said, I don't know, probably watching right now, but let me look at the camera.
Talking to
It
you,
was
Warren.
said that Scottie Pippen was the best bull. Bro, when you say Scottie Pippen was the best bull ever, we don't even have a conversation at all. Let me tell you why. When you talk about Bulls legacy, they don't name Scottie Pippen as the guy. They don't name one guy. Michael, Jeffrey.
You said the best what?
The best Chicago Bull ever. Who is?
The best Chicago
Yeah.
Bull
The
ever.
best Chicago
Ever.
Bull ever.
Not the
To
coach.
touch a basketball.
That's
Hold up there. Hold up there.
Hold on. What I'm saying is,
No.
you can't not say Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
But I can understand.
No.
Listen.
Oh, I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
I can understand why some might say that because he was there without him. And they was there. You know what I'm saying? Like when Jordan retired, Pippen still held it down to his best ability.
Okay.
So you might have some Chicago Bull fans that might think that.
Larry.
I'm not saying you was the fan.
Larry.
This guy's not a Chicago Bull fan.
Larry.
Okay. So
You can put, just because you put lipstick on a pig, it make it beautiful.
I'm just
You
saying.
can dress it up any kind of color.
Hey man, but you still gonna eat the bacon.
No,
that's right though.
You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that doesn't change. That might it's people in this world that might feel that Pippen was a better Chicago Bull. Everybody in the world knows Jordan was a better basketball player. But just like I'm gonna give you an example. Who was a better Laker? Kobe or Shaq? You're gonna have people that say Shaq. But we in wide, I'm gonna say Kobe.
I'm gonna say Kobe.
Okay, but I guarantee there's people in this world that
But hold on.
So you said it's an argument, but not arguing for Pippen?
No.
So here's my standpoint. Larry. Here's my standpoint.
Who took more shots?
We know who took more.
Okay.
He's a shooting guard.
Okay, when you look at the shots per points, what do you see?
You mean per possession?
Like no, if you give Scotty Jordan shot attempts, you don't think he can put up
I don't like that. I don't.
You can't do that.
The reason why, this is why I say that.
No, I'm not saying better.
No, I'm going to answer absolutely. All right.
Okay.
No, he won't. The reason why, shooting percentage. Okay. Jordan's shooting percentage is 49.7. That's almost 50%. His is not that. Look it up.
Okay.
Look it up. Okay. So that's where people say Jordan shot so much. That's why he led the league in scoring. Has nothing to do with it. If you shoot a lot and you missing, you don't get to shoot no more.
No, I'm not. My answer is Jordan.
No, I know.
Yeah. Jordan.
We're just having a conversation.
What's the guy name again?
My boy Walker. He's in the unsigned
Bro.
list.
No.
That's his true shooting percentage. Look up Jordan's true shooting percentage. I'm just doing field goal percentage.
Yeah.
49.7. Look up Jordan's true field goal percentage. That's everything. That's free throws. That's everything.
When you think of championships, you think of Chicago Bulls legacy. You do not think immediately of Scottie Pippen.
No,
First name comes to mind is Michael Jordan.
but it's a lot that go into that.
Hold
Jordan
on,
is
I
a
know.
brand.
Hold on.
I'm saying, yeah, gotcha. Go ahead.
Every hero had a sidekick, right? Batman had Robin, right? Iron Man had Jarvis, and some of the Avengers, right? Mike has got it.
Hold on. What Leonard said, why are you talking about Jordan and Shaq? We ain't talking about Shaq. You came in too late, Leonard. What we talking about is I have a friend, Leonard, who says that Scottie Pippen is the greatest Bull to play basketball. And we talked about a lot of things, but I had to throw this out there just to kind of get everybody's opinion.
How much time can we go? We got time.
Yeah, we got
next,
time.
We got time for the next topic. It's gonna be a hot topic next time.
Oh boy.
Hot topic right here.
Yeah, I would like to know who thinks that Scottie Pippen is the greatest Bull.
Hold on, you said Jordan was 50, right?
49.7.
Scottie Pippen 47.3.
47.3.
So it's just two shots off.
Field goal percentage.
Two percentages off. That's good. So two men.
I'm not saying Jordan is my answer. What I'm saying is there is a
No, Larry.
hold on.
Jordan,
You didn't let me finish.
He's supposed to stop.
Hold on, but what I mean is there is basis for a possible other person opinion. It's not like it's what I'm saying.
Can I say, I'm gonna
It's so black and white.
I'm gonna support him with that.
That's all I'm
This is
saying.
an
I'm not
argument.
saying
This is an
I'm
argument.
agreeing with you.
Larry, this
Go ahead.
is an argument.
Yeah.
This is the guy's argument. That's his argument. His argument is that Pippen has more total, I think, like rebounds, more total.
He probably got
He went
more.
up a total.
He probably got more wins in the uniform.
Yeah, he had more wins in the Chicago Bulls uniform by like 3 or 4.
He got more.
Because remember when Jordan retired,
Retired.
he came in and they won the playoff series, right? And then they lost to the Knicks in the second round. So those are and then he went, then he went to Portland. That's it.
How many years was Jordan there before Pippen?
84 to 90, what? 3?
It was 6 or 7, right?
Yeah.
And they went to the playoffs. How many
They
times?
won his rookie year.
Yeah, a couple other times in there, right?
Yeah, he went. Who?
Jordan.
Jordan to the playoffs
Every year is a rookie. Right?
Third season.
Okay. And he got playoff. I mean,
And this is not taking.
Love Pippen.
Hey, Scotty is
Scotty
my
went,
guy.
they went, the Bulls went to the finals, right? Or the Western finals. I mean, the Eastern finals without Jordan.
No, they went to
So,
second round.
Second round. Oh, second
I
round.
got a question for you. I got a question for you. Now, this is going to give true accolades to Scotty.
Deserved.
Could Mike have won without Scotty?
I think so.
Ooh, no, sir.
I think
Well,
so.
I'm telling you why.
It would have been some. It would have been. Here's the thing.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
Here's the thing. When you say because somebody went without somebody, who would have replaced them?
Yeah.
So you got to look at that.
Yeah, it's a deep answer. Even though I say I think so, I don't know.
So
Like
just
Scottie Pippen was supposed to be traded for Tracy McGrady. He didn't want Tracy McGrady. You see what I'm saying?
If you just remove the player, the answer is no.
Yeah,
If you replace them with somebody of sufficient talent or skills or a little bit less, yes. I'm gonna give you an example. Like Kobe, right?
Yeah.
Kobe got the ability to carry. Certain players got the.
Kobe wanted to prove that he could win without
So
shit.
that's what I'm saying. Certain players got the ability to carry.
Yeah.
Kobe winning with Lamar Odom and Derrick
Shout out
White.
to Leonard. Shout out to Leonard.
Yeah,
You know what I
He
mean?
was the greatest support player.
You see what Jeff say?
No, we say damage what?
When folks say dumb ish, you ignore them. And I hate him, Jay, because he's saying that, Pippen
Oh,
is
so-
the greatest Bull. He's a
Thanks, Jeff.
This is a Detroit, Pistons fan.
Yeah.
From Michigan. He's just that's just
It's clickbait. It's clickbait.
clickbait. And that's what I told him.
It's
You're too old to
good.
be doing stuff to just get clicks and likes and attention.
Sure.
Then y'all don't post bullish, bullshit. That's not true. We too old for that. You know what I'm saying? You know better. You saw these things. You know that regardless of us having this conversation, if Pippen had more rebounds than Jordan, if Pippen, whatever, we know that Pippen is not to touch a basketball because we saw it.
So I'm pivot real quick.
Yes, sir.
We had a conversation just last night.
Uh-huh.
Somebody asked me, head to head, prime in their prime, who would win out of KD and Kobe? I said that's not even a conversation.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll battle.
Wait, who?
Hold on, what's not a
KD,
conversation?
KD?
Kevin Durant
Oh, 1-on-1?
versus Kobe.
What's not a
I got
conversation?
Kobe all day.
What's not a conversation? We talking about take out?
Make it take it.
Or full court, like one-on-one.
No,
Just
half
one-on-one.
court, make it
If
take
you talking about half court, maybe take it.
Come on.
Who get the ball first?
Who?
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Kobe, it don't Durant can get the ball first.
Right.
Kobe can stop Durant. I don't know about the other way though.
You talking about prime?
Yeah.
I'm just saying prime.
I feel too.
Prime, that's never go. You guys are over.
That's all hypotheticals. But
Yeah. So if I had to
you
pick,
see that in your head,
I'm gonna say Kobe for my money.
you got to.
Yeah.
So that's what your heart is.
No,
Let me tell you why.
hold on.
The Bible says, well, your treasure is, that's what your heart is.
Hold on, y'all. We got more.
But hold on. I got one point. Oh, go ahead. No, answer the comments.
All right. So Leonard talking, he said that's like saying Draymond is the MVP of the Warriors. Talking about the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan.
Damn, that's hard, man.
Shout out to Leonard.
Y'all boys,
Shout out to Leonard.
if y'all, he could have said Clay or something. He said Drake. With Drake, like,
Then he said, what did they do without Jordan before or after? And MJ could and would have won without.
They didn't. This is the thing. What we just said. They didn't. So when we talk about when somebody out without somebody, if you don't replace that person with some substantial talent or a little bit less than that, it don't need to have a conversation.
As an example, in the same situation, Horace Grant. Horace Grant leaves after the 3-peat. They lose.
Yeah.
What does he say? What does Jordan say? We need a Horace Grant.
For sure. That's
right.
so
that's just
But at his point, that's equally talented player.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. You got to replace the skill set. You know what I mean?
But how many Scottie Pippens did they have in the league back then?
But
Grant Hill or something.
So I know y'all brought up this.
Hill would have been a good compliment.
So I want to just see what y'all say, and maybe what the comments say. It was comparing Jordan and Scotty, the best bull ever, right?
Yeah.
So I want to hear somebody logic, okay? Because everybody, Jordan is the greatest player the most, right?
Sure.
Is Jordan the greatest wizard to play?
No.
Okay, I just want to. I know Jordan played on that. I know Jordan played on that team, and he still did decent numbers. But I wanted to see if somebody would say, "Oh, he's better than Rod Strickland," or you get what I'm saying? For a wizard, Jordan is better than Rod. You get my logic. So is it better player or what they did for the team?
For the team.
With a different
Okay,
team.
so that's
And in the individual accomplishments, and you're in alignment with the team goals. As long as you focus on the team goals, you're gonna hit your individual accomplishments.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what happened with Jordan. Yes, they say Jordan can play.
What MVP and defense player
Right,
of the
he
year?
came back in the following year and won defense player of the year. So anything they used against Mike as a weakness, Mike developed and turned to a strength, right? Which helped the organization, because the organization was all about championships. I should tell Jerry Crowder so stupid, but that's a whole other day for a different conversation. But at the same time, you put Jordan on the Wizards, he's still Jordan. But was he accomplishing what he was accomplishing as a Bull? No. Why? He was the main piece, but he had all of these supplemental pieces in place to help him play the game. Made the game easier for him. He didn't have that in Washington.
I also want to say that Wes Unseld, remember that?
Yeah.
He was also a Washington Bull.
Mitch Richmond?
Mitch Richmond.
Gilbert Arenas?
Hall of Fame.
I know Gilbert Arenas not a Hall of Fame, but Gilbert Arenas supposed to be.
You think so? Man, Agent Zero?
Yeah, he should be Hall of Fame.
He was
first to be in the
killer.
locker room. Yeah, that's why he should
He
be there.
was a killer.
He wasn't. He literally.
It was
I'm
just
just joking.
no.
No, Gilbert was a baby Iverson, and the reason I say that because when the volume, Gilbert was a killer. Don't get me wrong, gave everybody buckets.
Yeah.
But when you are a team, you can just take what you do what you want too.
That's Dame Leonard. When he was with the Portland Trailblazers, he can do whatever he wants.
That's a good reference. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
And now he's over there in Milwaukee, got a better team. He's normal. He average.
I feel like Dame at this point. I don't know. I don't feel like him and Giannis are a great match. You know what I'm saying? But I still like Dame though. I like Dame.
You might, Mr. Gilmore might be a few minutes late, big dog. The sun.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's cool. No,
no, you got and that's some people might say because like so say who can I say? Say like Dame Lillard been on Milwaukee, right? and people say, "Oh, it's Dame the best," whatever. So because of how good the caliber player he is.
No.
So that's why I want to ask that question: Jordan versus Wizards, because is it about the player or what they did for the team?
So their whole career resets when they relocate, right? So you back. It's like a relationship, right? You still got your history behind you, but this is a new thing. So you got to develop this thing all over again. So you start from zero. So Jordan started from zero. He didn't have enough gas in the tank he did in Washington that he did in Chicago.
Like I told somebody that, and you a Mavz fan. I told somebody that Luka can never do nothing to be better than Dirk.
Oh, I agree. He's a low relationship.
People like, "Oh, you crazy? Luka better than Dirk." I didn't say he wasn't.
Yeah.
That's subjective because it's two different positions.
To be loved as much.
I'm just saying,
he's iconic.
Dirk winning that championship, the way they did it, and for how good he was, for how long he was playing through what he had to play through, the Spurs run, the Lakers run, and consistently put the Mavs in the playoffs, and who he beat to get there, is nothing Luka can do. Luka got to win 2 or 3 championships.
Until he surpasses what Dirk did.
He gotta get at least 2 ships.
That's what I'm saying.
To even one don't equal. He like now. Say if he wins this year, right? And he goes through Jokic, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He goes through a half run. But they gonna say, you know what they gonna say? Kyrie was there.
When you say better than Dirk, right?
Yeah.
Because accomplishing the championships to me doesn't necessarily make them better. There's more to it than just having a championship.
No, I feel like greats have statistics. When you comparing greats, what's the number one goal I look at? That's me. I look at champions. So when you comparing, like actually, I don't know if y'all saw Cam on Club Shay Shay. It's 3 hours long, so I know you ain't seen the whole thing. I'm only like 2 hours in. So, but it's a good interview. Y'all can check it out. Cam on Club Shay Shay. Okay. Yeah. But they was talking about the greats, and I kind of had the same opinion as both of them. Shannon touched on this. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, great stats.
Right.
They still up there for me. But what separates them from the Tim Duncans? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what it comes down to. Like, so yeah, that's the only thing I look at. All the greats got good numbers.
Okay, so I'm gonna pivot real quick. And we got a great event coming up this weekend. Okay. It's great because of who's in it, but it's not great because they got too many limitations around it. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. So me and Dre always have this conversation when it comes to this guy called Mike Tyson. I think there's 3 versions of Mike Tyson. You got Kid Dynamite, you got Iron Mike Tyson, and you got Tyson. Right? You got Tyson. Kid Dynamite destroyed dudes. He wasn't responsible for who was available to fight. He just defeated and just defeated everybody that came forward.
That was a punching bag.
Yeah, sure. But he had no control over that. Whoever they put in front of him, he just destroyed. Our Mike Tyson did the same thing, right? Now, as mentally unstable as Tyson was back then, with all of the things, emotional.
I think he was playing crazy.
Well, wait, could be. I don't know. But Cosmato died, the rape, all the accusation, all that other stuff. When he came out, he was no longer Iron Mike Tyson. He was just Tyson.
So what are you getting to?
So hold on. I told Dre right before the Buster Douglas fight. Up to that point, Mike had sex in 5 years. The night before, it's well documented. It's documentary. That's how false he was. That's how false he was.
You believe that?
That came out of his mouth.
Like that?
Yeah. In the documentary, watch. Anyway, the night before the Buster Douglas fight, he had sex. He had 3 or whatever. Okay. And this, whatever, they party. He barely trained. He barely prepared. But he went in there. He thought he was going to use his reputation to destroy this dude. And up to a point, he did. But then the dude knocked him out. And that was the fall of Iron Mike. No, because he lost focus and wasn't prepared. Right? So I said I had to say, Mike Tyson for me, he in my top 5. You got Ali, then you got Tyson.
Okay.
Then the rest of them. Trey said Tyson is in his 7 and 10.
Yeah, we had this. Yeah, I remember.
I'm trying to get even. I want to get this podcast. We're gonna have a whole podcast. So we ain't gonna go too hard today. I'm gonna put this podcast in my boxing group. They gonna go in. You already know how I feel about it. He's really been trying to have his point. I love his point. It makes sense. But I say the same thing over and over. It's still one person. It's still your whole career. At the end of the day, I got to look at it from beginning to end, and I got to compare you to all
it's
the
just
guys.
The people on the resume. It's just the people on this resume.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He had no control who they put in front of him.
You got something.
So it's boxing the same today as it was when we grew up. Right? Because there's no. So the hold up, the championship caliber fighters that were at one point in time on the shore after Tyson and Buster Douglas, that fight with Holyfield and what's that dude? Dreads. Lennox Lewis. After all of them dudes, after Lennox Lewis, championship caliber fighters went down. Heavyweights. So it's not the same. But
we're gonna get to that later.
I thought you were gonna talk about Jake Paul and Tyson.
Yes. So
if Tyson don't knock him out, it's real.
No. So they put a little bit more limitation.
If he don't put him to sleep, you see what Tyson punches Tyson doing right now?
At 50 years old. That's what I'm saying. So they put a lot of limitations on. Hold on. Question is Mike Tyson a top 2 heavyweight of all time?
Yeah. And we just threw this in because it's we want to talk about it.
So
you said top 2.
Look at the question.
Oh, is Mike Tyson the top 2 heavyweight of all time?
I'm gonna let y'all go first. Y'all know what I'm gonna say.
No, I put that up there.
Oh, you put that up there?
No, I put that up there because I want them to see it. You know what I'm saying? See if anybody answers it. So they listen. I put that up there.
So who, if he number 2, 1 and 2, who your other one?
I was gonna say Holyfield.
George Foreman got to be in
there. George Foreman number 3.
George Foreman number 3. Yeah. He fought better people.
He fought what?
Better people.
So what?
Better people than Tyson.
He fought the era though.
I said you can say the era, but he was in an era where if you was good, you had to fight.
Joe Louis.
I got 3 dudes come out of that era better than Tyson. Joe Frazier, George Foreman, and Ali. Those are off the top. And then I started looking at other people. You know what I'm saying? Then I got Lennox Lewis and I have Evander Holyfield. Definitely both better. So a lot of people without even trying. You know what I'm saying?
So if Mike Tyson and Joe Louis were the same fighter. Mike Tyson was just smarter.
Yeah. Okay.
He was just smarter, quicker, and stronger.
Frazier or Joe Louis? Joe Frazier or Joe Louis?
Rolling in the jungle.
Okay.
I got a question. Prime Mike Tyson, prime George Foreman. You think Mike can knock him out?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I think it'll be a fight. I don't know how long it's gonna go.
Prime Ali, prime Mike Tyson.
The jab. The jab.
Okay.
The jab.
So you said not close, right?
No.
Nowhere near.
So how do you have Mike Tyson number 2?
Why?
Yeah,
because of what
your answer is contradiction.
No.
If I say prime versus prime, and you just pick both of them over them.
Well, hold on. This is what separates. George Foreman punched like this.
Why? Yeah.
Tyson, he in there, and he cooking it.
You looking at style?
Oh yeah. So that's what separated right there. So
he got to get in there.
He was finding a way.
Foreman a good defense.
Not at all.
Which heavyweight?
He was the aggressor. He was the aggressor.
Which heavyweight had Lennox? But Lennox knew his size. I gotta use my size and my reach to play D. That's what it is.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but your question to me was prime on prime.
But when I asked you, you're breaking it down after you already realized the answer is wrong.
I didn't know it wrong.
So when I asked you the question, prime Foreman versus prime Tyson, you said what? What did footage say, Trey? He said Foreman. He said, okay, hold on. When I asked you prime Ali versus prime Tyson, you said no question, the jab going.
No, he said no question. No.
You said the jab going. So now you kind of think about your answer and
I'm
realize,
like, no, hold on.
yeah, you had time. So now you contradicting yourself.
But
Is that contradiction, Dre?
no, I get it. I get it.
All right. So you cannot
I
have
made
it
an
in your top
amendment
two.
to my initial statement.
It didn't do.
So when we talk boxing, we gotta look at if hand
The style
plays a
matter.
part.
The style matter.
Huh?
The style matter.
100%.
Okay, so would you agree that certain styles were more superior and better than others?
Mhm.
Okay, that being said, the one thing that stands out about Tyson was his fighting style.
So stay right there. Who era was first?
Obviously, the 70s.
I'm not sure I know all the boys.
Tim Hardaway crossover versus Kyrie. You have to see something to do something.
Sure.
So we said Tyson was up in there, switching around. Would Tyson be up in there before Jordan in George Foreman era? That was a way of boxing back then. How many heavyweights was throwing like this back then?
What do you mean? Like
Oh,
five?
no,
Yeah,
not that many.
No, in Foreman era.
No, not that many.
I mean,
I'm not asking you.
I'm telling you, not that many.
So
They were in there. They were so
y'all was throwing wider punches.
Hey, man,
well, I was going to say Larry Holmes was one that used to throw wider punches too.
not the whole fight.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of. I can't go all the way back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get to an era where I had to go. As an adult, I had to go back and look.
Yeah.
What I'm saying for what I know is when I look at old tape, it's the same way when I look at Wilt Chamberlain tape.
Mm-hmm.
It was a different style of basketball.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is Mike had to get. Mike was a different breed, but also he had a lot to look at.
Sure.
What did Foreman had to look at?
Leonard said Ali, Foreman, Tyson, Joe Louis, Jack Johnson are heavyweights. He said prime Tyson could not beat prime Foreman or Ali.
And he older than y'all, right?
But he
So again,
he did say top. He okay, whatever.
He hasn't been there.
So he's still top three.
he did the same thing you did, my brother.
I get it.
You had him up there too.
But he had him top.
You know,
And he ain't no top 7 to 10. He ain't that.
no, what I'm saying, and then I feel like when you talking boxing, especially when you mixing weight class.
But hold on. Hold on.
You said he's not top 5 in your heavyweights, or just not there. He top 5 my heavyweight, but that's opinion.
Right.
I thought you meant Drake wasn't saying Tyson was top 5 at all.
No, I said
Heavyweights.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
No, if I
He
got
got 7.
all boxers, yeah.
But it's kind of the thing of a lot of people don't have Floyd in top 5. And
You got it out there. Listen, you don't have to like Floyd.
Right.
Floyd is top 5 all time. You know, some say he's the greatest
But
ever. I'm not gonna argue with you.
here's how I look at Floyd, right? I look at this, and we at this point we doing ifs. We talking eras, clashing eras. We don't know. I feel like the talent of Floyd Mayweather would have still cooked in the previous eras, right?
Yeah.
So
Hey y'all, we moved on from basketball. Real quick.
Joe Louis,
Y'all
Larry
say
Holmes, all through monster punches. None more scary than Foreman.
but that's what I'm telling you. That era, and again, y'all was older than me.
Well, you said that Mayweather could play.
Yeah, I feel like Mayweather's style and the way he
He could
box,
then.
he would cook back then.
Here's the
Hitman
in the
Hearns.
80s,
Hitman Hearns.
in the 80s,
I feel like he would have been
Woo!
blocking.
in the 80s,
Yeah.
Mayweather is another. And he's not the greatest boxer.
No, I didn't say the great.
No, I know that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
he would cook. Yes, he's gonna be great with these guys. In this era, it's undefeated 50-0. That ain't happening in the 80s. I promise you that, because you got Sugar Ray, you got
Hitman Hearns.
Hitman Hearns, you got Marvin Hagler.
Man.
This is the golden era of that.
What's the Mexican dude?
Durant.
Durant.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, come on, bro.
And I'm not even done.
But I also ask y'all this, because y'all older than me, so I want to ask y'all opinion before I say my opinion. How was boxing defense in the 80s?
So boxing defense in the 80s was not like it is now. Okay, now it's more of a counter, find spots, and hit kind of game. You know, like I said, don't get hit, dish out punishment.
Correct.
However, when we're talking about the greats, the ones I'm talking about, which is Hitman Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Durant had defense?
Durant was a most.
So that's all.
Shit, come on, bro. He said most. You still had different styles.
Okay, gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Durant was a head down, come at you kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Take the hit.
He relentless.
What about his man?
Hitman's defense wasn't all that. He was a swinger, but he moved around. You know what I'm saying? He gonna throw his punches. You know what I'm saying? I see
Sugar Ray was a mover.
Sugar Ray was everything. He had everything. He ain't gonna just get hit. You know what I'm saying? So
Sugar Ray didn't like to get hit.
And who was it? And y'all can help me if y'all out there listening.
Marvin Hagler.
Marvin. Good fit. Whoever took Sugar Ray Leonard out to make him retire, I think his last name was Terry Norris or something like that. He was a beast. You know what I'm saying? Look him up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All of these guys were offensive geniuses. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So my bad to cut you off. So it's just, and that's why it's hard to touch because now it's a bigger business. Back then,
it's more.
Back then you had promoters, right, and managers. Floyd was his own entity. Yeah. Right? Same with De La Hoya. You know what I mean? It's like Floyd back then, in that era, you would have had to have a promoter and people set up your fights for you. So now you put them in this era, in a money scheme, right? In the money era where they would have been setting up money. You say the passion and the intensity and everything would have been different too. So you gotta really think. Them dudes was fighting they was warriors. Yes. You get what I'm saying? They was in the jungle with it. Like fighting for what? 50K, 100K, you know what I'm saying? Now, Floyd getting that for signing an autograph. So that thing changed too. Like it's the same. So when you look at a lot of things, you put Floyd intensity, having to know he got to fight Sugar Ray, having to fight, he got to fight Durant, got to fight Hitman. It's a different era. That might have been a hunger that his daddy taught him from the beginning. When he realized, oh, it's a business, I can sit back and do the bare minimum and go 50 and not the bare minimum, but you know what I'm saying? It's just looking at it totally different. You put them guys up here making $5 million instead of $50,000, they might get weaker on their training. Their intensity might be a little different.
It might be Ryan Garcia.
It might, yeah. So you got to really think. Floyd had to go 50 and 0. It's a lot of pressure having to stay undefeated as a brand.
Right.
Floyd brand was totally different. Yeah, he know how to pick his fights. Yeah, that's the era we in. But he also was picking people too that could knock him out too. They was good fighters. They wasn't bums.
He almost got knocked out. He got caught slipping that black dude. Sugar Shane.
Yeah.
Sugar Shane, I'm gonna shake him out.
But he's a dog. He was a dog.
Yeah. Okay, so we didn't.
Kodo was a dog.
So we had our boxing segment.
Yeah, we got that up.
No, I got that out my system. Now we're gonna talk about this. I've never, in my all years of watching professional sports, I've never watched a woman's college finals. I've never done that. Not once.
Right.
What is the one thing they want to look at college women's basketball was this one girl, Caitlin Clark. Now, when you watch her play, her background lends itself to her being as great as she is because she played against older guys. Yeah. Right? And her shooting style, she reminds you of Steph. She's female Steph. So they lost. Dawn Staley went undefeated this season. 3 games over a span of 3 years that they lost. And somehow the scales have been tipped into Caitlin.
Attention towards Clark.
I was about to say Caitlin. Caitlin Clark's favor. And a lot of people are upset because they feel like Dawn isn't getting the attention she deserves because her accolades surpasses the loss.
Dawn Staley.
And the South Carolina girl. That program, everything.
Shout out to my Eagle girl. Dawn. I got you.
Stay deuces.
So you saying basically like black white thing?
So not I'm not saying that.
No, not you saying it, but that's how the world is talking about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
when you say the black white,
like you know how like Iowa white girls,
yes.
South Carolina black girls. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what like it was a picture on USA Today about said South Carolina won the national women's championship. And a picture of Caitlin. They made them. The picture got changed a couple days.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, what
was this on?
I didn't know that.
It was on USA Today.
Wow.
So it was on like the newsletter or something, and it had South Carolina win championship, but the main picture was Caitlin.
So,
but like her emotions after a loss.
Hold on. Dre made an interesting point earlier today, and I wish we did this earlier, but we're doing it now. The thing he said was, he get it. The thing that made guys like me pay attention to women's college basketball was not South Carolina.
We know about South Carolina.
I didn't know about it. I really didn't. Don't blip on my radar.
I knew about him.
So yeah, he's from the area.
No, what I'm
Hold on. The one thing that caught my attention that made me want to watch a women's basketball game was Caitlin Clark. I wanted to see it because I heard all the talk about it. It's like, who is it?
So right there. So that's why I mean start. That's why I wanted to stop. Not no disrespect. It wasn't Caitlin Clark.
What was it?
It was the chatter about Caitlin Clark.
But still, her.
Like she still heard what I'm saying. Then Dre, if this podcast get pushed out by SportsCenter, everybody in the world, right? Is it Dre and the podcast, or is it the people promoting you that make you got to go say what they talking about?
Perfect point example of where he's going. When we already knew about Dillon State being in South Carolina.
She been coaching for the
She's been there for 3 years. Her first year, she did a great job, right?
Like UConn,
Right? She took out UConn.
Yeah.
She took away that. So we already know about that. This man knew about that. And he says that he hears Caitlin Clark. And of course, the media is, we talked about this earlier.
They drive the narrative.
Who controls the media? Anglo controls the media, right? All right, this is business. Everybody, she's a polarizing figure. When somebody's a polarizing figure, that means negative or positive, attention is brought to them. She's a money bag. South Carolina is not, even though they've been there 3 years doing great, they're not the money bag. Now, hold on. With us, our culture loves Staley. That's what's up. Cool from the outside. But we hear about this white girl coming in. And it creates the racist stuff. Oh, hey, it is what it is. It creates the racist stuff, right? No, we better than her. No, she better than her. And she's like, listen, I like everybody. Now we all want to look and see, right? And we look and see. We like, no, that white girl is good. She is good. I actually want to see the WNBA. I don't give a damn about whoever left South Carolina last year and went to the WNBA. I don't even know. I don't even know who their best player was.
That's my point.
But her, she making money, whether you black, white, Mexican, or whatever, whether you don't like her, whether you feel like Johnson is better than her, Reese is better than her, you watching because of the art. Right. That's who you mad at.
That was my point.
And that's the point.
I'm watching. I only watch because of Caitlin. Now, I like what Ice Cube did because he see the same thing we talking about. She's a money bag.
He knows she's coming over.
But $5 million versus let's say top salary $100,000.
Even if they give her $500,000,
but she gonna make she gonna make more endorsements. But my whole point is, we tuned in to see what the hype was about, and did she live up to the hype? Oh yeah, I like it. Oh, he thinking. I got
no. I was gonna say that's why what you just said. That's why Ice Cube offered her the $5 million because she's the algorithm. But I feel like
you put that.
Yeah, I feel like the narratives get driven. I feel like with Angel Reese, right, and even Dawn Staley. No, I'm just saying the narrative is like you said, Anglo.
Hold on. I just named a couple of players that I didn't even know about this time last year.
Yeah,
Reese and Juju.
But here's the thing. Juju, to me, Juju can be better than her. I feel like Juju arguably better than her right now. But it's just not the narrative being.
It's not her time.
It's never going to be her time.
Can I say this? Because I know where you're going with that. So
I'm not saying never. I don't want to disrespect the time. I'm saying
we have sisters like that, bro.
We do.
We've had Juju. We've had Juju.
No, like this is what I mean. So they saying how you brought up last week. Is she the best player ever? Hell no. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean. The push is different, and from us, we don't push enough. That's my thing. So I don't hate that the push. Caitlin is a dog, so I ain't mad that she gets pushed by her people.
You said we don't push enough.
I don't feel like I'm gonna give you an example. So like I hear a lot of us say that she is the best player ever, and it's crazy to me.
So you got to separate the prisoners of the moment.
Yeah,
I'm not racist at all. I've never been a racist opponent in my body. What I mean,
that has nothing to do with
Right.
it has nothing to do with it. I saw Candace Parker.
Right.
Check it out of my own eyes.
Yeah.
The whole clock.
You know what I'm saying? So we talking about in the I seen Candace Parker win MVP and Rookie of the Year.
Right.
So in the league, so again, it's a lot of up again, like even Tarasi.
Yeah.
I can't put her above Tarasi. So
Sue Bird. Yeah.
so yeah. So again, and if y'all know, Tarasi ain't full white. So you gotta. So she didn't get the push that
already.
Tarasi got. Said, oh,
Sure.
Tarasi's on 13 UConn.
No denial from me or him.
Who lead it to?
About that.
Who lead the WNBA in scoring?
I have no idea.
Tarasi.
Did she?
Right now, she's the most points in WNBA history.
Okay.
But you get what I'm saying. That's why Tarasi asked Tarasi what they think about Reese, the girl from they asked about Caitlin, and are they gonna ready to come cook? She was like, it's a different story.
They're gonna get a humping in there.
She said, yeah. She said it's different. Just know.
Again, go back to what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Even like when you trade, you go from one level to the next level. Your accolades on the previous level still what they are.
Stay there.
You reset. You start at 0. You back at 1.
Yeah.
Right? Now you gotta prove yourself all over again. Which that how many spirits gonna come?
Like, why nobody talking about old girl that was clamping her?
Johnson.
Oh, she. Oh, yeah. They talk about. They talk about.
No,
They gave her credit.
They gave her credits. Is she still getting credits?
No.
What you mean? You want to sit?
What I'm saying is, when you lock up number 9, you become the phenomenon. Like no.
Since Joe Dumars outshined George, no.
If you consistently lock up,
So that's what I'm saying.
You got one.
You get a. What I mean is, and this is the whole. I'm looking at the big picture. We get an episode. We get a 24 hours. We don't get a week, 2 week, 3 week push. That's what I'm saying.
But fam, and I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I hate this kind of combo. But in this situation, Caitlin has been doing what she's been doing for a long time, right? I was skeptical about Steph. When everybody was telling me about Steph, I'm like, he's just hot right now, man. Whatever. But I finally decided to watch it. So watch the rest of the season. Man, he's gonna hit that. He's gonna hit. What? Why? So after a while, you know what I'm saying? Somebody might come along and stop Steph. But I ain't gonna stop talking about Steph because one dude on his path stopped him.
Yeah.
You know, if every time you meet this guy, now it's more so, Kyrie or whoever.
That's how rivalry.
You know what I'm saying? So
all I'm saying is just. So I'm gonna give you North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
Everybody had a consensus, right?
Yeah. Men's. Yeah.
It was consensus, right? Consensus, right? Been cooking all year, right?
And in impressive fashion too.
Right, all that. How long did the loss here transpire in the market? When they lost, 48 hours, it was gone, right? But they was the algorithm all year per se. So then you got Caitlin is the algorithm, same way. You lose, algorithm still algorithm.
You know why? He said earlier, she's money back. So they gonna push the money. No matter how
she's a money back up until she plays her first game in the WNBA.
And when she get coached,
depending on what she do.
The reason why, she's gonna go to one, she's gonna go to a sorry team.
Yeah.
And if she's gonna have to take them to the playoffs, win a game the first year. She's gonna have to do what the other Tarasis, the Candace Parker, the Cheryl. She's gonna have to do that part. So right now, the money, the algorithm, she would keep algorithm. She would go to Big 3. She would keep the algorithm.
She was smart.
If she was smart, hard and Reese at LSU, team up, dominate, compete, whatever.
But here's the thing. Ice Cube could have presented it, not just her. And I feel like that's where he dropped the ball. He could have said, he said, listen, I know Caitlin is a better player than Angel Reese. That's not a question. Right? And in 2 different positions too. You know what I mean? But when you talk about social media and algorithm being a celebrity,
Reese got it.
Reese got it.
Yes, he can definitely out.
Reese can go to the beach and get 1 million likes on a picture. You know what I mean? Fake news leaked of her and it will get crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her crying was bigger than basically anything on the internet. She said she was weak. All the, you know what I'm saying is, so now I feel like he dropped the ball in that aspect because once you offer the Anglo per se 5 million.
I just don't like saying white.
But I get what you're saying. I just use you see that as 5. Angel Reese, he said, Angel, I got 3 for you. You think she gonna want that? You think she's gonna say, hey, give me that 5 you was offering?
Ain't gonna take it.
Angel gonna take the 5, but she gonna look at that 2.5 differently.
She might.
Ain't no mic about it. She's already a millionaire from her own self.
Hold on. It's 5 teams.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we went in. So
We did.
Yeah.
And we everybody who's
to be continued.
yes, it
Yeah,
came
we
in,
do.
commented. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back next Thursday, 4 o'clock. Y'all tune in. And we're gonna start doing some weekend stuff too. So y'all get ready for it, man.
For sure.
Sports Talk Texas, man. See y'all next time.
All right.